Hey guys, and welcome to yet another arcade quick look, and we're actually going to take a look at another slightly obscure Taito game. Zookeeper, released in 1982 I think, or possibly 1983, and it's a game that I have personally never seen in the arcades back in the day. The first time I got to play it was in May, probably in the early 2000s or something like that. And I was immediately hooked by the game. It's just a super simple game, pretty easy to play, but gets challenging quite quickly. And I don't think this game was manufactured in very large numbers, thanks to the 1983 video game crash in the US. Which is a shame, because I think this game certainly deserves more attention, both back then and now. And I think it's running on the same hardware as Kicks, because there were conversion kits available where you could transform your Kicks board into a Zookeeper board. But anyway, let's dive into Zookeeper, shall we? Ah yes, here we have the title screen with this very lovely music, which I'm sure I won't grow tired of at all. And it's a super simple game, as I mentioned. You just need to keep all these evil animals inside of the soup by just building a Berlin Wall, basically. So you just run around here and build new bricks as they are trying to escape, and this is just a demo, so I'm not playing it right now. But yeah, super simple game, and it's kind of like an inverse Breakout, kinda. So let's just start this up and see. How long can you hold the animals in? Well, I'm not sure. It's pretty tricky. It gets fairly difficult decently quickly, so. But it's a lot of fun. It's just very enjoyable. Just something about it. And you can jump over the animals that have escaped already, and of course pick up various items such as alcohol and this net, which you can use to capture the animals and send them back inside their horrible cage, where we can perform awful experiments on them. Well, hopefully not. But yeah, as you can see, super simple game, super simple graphics, but very, very enjoyable. There's just something about this that I find immensely enjoyable. The controls are a little bit tricky. What usually kills me is the when coming around a corner, because then you need to change direction on the joystick, so you don't have like a clockwise, counterclockwise controller. You just actually need to push left, right, up, down to change direction. And here we have the second game type here, and this one is nowhere near as much fun. It's basically miniature Donkey Kong or something. You need to save the maiden while avoiding the coconuts, because yeah, this monkey, oh shit, likes to throw coconuts at me. And this bit is a bit tricky, mostly because of the jumping is pretty strange. And I keep falling down. This bit I never really liked. And it gets very, very tricky once the coconuts have escaped, so to speak. And yeah, and as you can see, I break open a coconut with my face, which it's got to be painful. And why am I falling down? Come on. Oh, come on, jump, you lazy Zookeeper. And yeah, I'm doomed here. The hardest bit of the game, really, at least initially. But we got plenty of credits, so let's try this again. Oh yeah, let's jump over that elephant. That's pretty amazing. You are quite the jumper. What's his name? Freddy? The Zookeeper, I think, is called Freddy. I'm not entirely sure. I can't quite remember. And we get bonus points for all the animals that are inside the enclosure here. And don't you even attempt escaping here, you filthy elephant. Oh, damn. And they're pretty good at breaking bricks, these guys. Let's see if we can get the... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, so little time capturing the animals. But it's kind of nice. The timer at the top of the screen actually shows you when you're going to get the... what's it called? The net. And let's see if I can get this done, because, man... Yeah, let's... Yes! My hero. 5,000 points. Was that all I'm getting? You ungrateful. Oh shit. Yeah, the controls keeps throwing me off when I do that. When I come around a corner. And I thought I was actually safe there. So I kind of would have preferred a rotary controller for this game, actually. But I think they had a standard joystick. Let's go and grab some ice cream, because it's important to stay cool and fresh as you capture animals. And yeah, the hit detection is decently liberal in the game, but you do, yeah, get eaten sometimes. But let's keep trying, shall we? Because I'm having fun. Even though, as I've said, it is a super simple game. Really, really basic, and I missed the net there. Ah. Or do you call it a net? Do you call it something else? I'm not sure. And don't expect any amazing high scores here. Because, yeah, as you can see, I'm playing pretty badly. I haven't played this game for quite a few years. I just got reminded of it for some reason. I don't remember quite why. Oh, here's the... Give me the... Oh, yeah. As you can see, as I said before, the hit detection is very liberal indeed. Thankfully. But not always. But I don't like this bit, so I don't really care. Wish you could just skip this altogether. Because it's really annoying. And if you screw up the jumps initially here, you will get annihilated by the many, many coconuts that are raining down on your face. Silly monkey. Come on, no. Oh, get up there. Get up there! Yes! Oh, it's just way too often I lose, you know, too many lives here. Ah, you silly, silly animals. Why can't you stay in your cages? Quickly catch them. Oh, shit! Oh, as you can see again, hit detection is very kind to me at sometimes. But not always. Is that camels, by the way? Camels and elephants? That is slightly bizarre. It's got some pretty cool sound effects as well. It kind of reminds me of something else. Oh, damn. Game over. Yeah, let's just keep playing for a little bit longer. I don't think I'm going to get too into this right now, because it's definitely a game that I enjoy playing more on my own when I'm not recording, because I play even worse, as you may know, when I'm recording. No surprise there. And I'm guessing this could get a little bit repetitive once you've played it for a bit, but it's fun for a quick blast. Ah, the elephant escaped together with the absolutely humongous snake. I wonder if it's me that's huge, or the animals that are tiny. I'm not sure. Ah, we are back at Coconut Bonanza here. Ah, I hate this. I really, really hate this. And yeah, let's just smack my face against the coconut and end the misery. We should be able to do this fine. Yep. Sometimes I have no problems on this stage. Other times I just keep smacking coconuts in my face. Which is terribly unhealthy, it would seem. Ah, there's the thing. Oh no! I moved the wrong way there. It's very nice that you can move in mid-air as you jump. That makes the game a lot simpler. Otherwise it would have been quite a challenge, I think. Let's grab some ice cream. At least that's what I think it is. It's hard to see sometimes when the animals escape. It looks like they're kind of going back, but no. They are coming out. They are breaking free. Prison break. Okay, I think that's enough Zookeeper for now. And this is where we usually have a look at home conversions of the game. But there are, as far as I know, no official home conversions of Zookeeper, which is kind of weird. I would imagine that most 8-bit, 16-bit computers and consoles back in the day could have handled this with ease. So that's a bit strange, but maybe it had something to do with the video game crash in the US. Could have made the game more obscure than it really deserved, as I said before. But there was an Atari 2600 version planned, and I think it was supposedly 90% finished, but Atari pulled the plug again, probably because of the video game crash, and it was never finished. But there is a quite newly started homebrew version, or homebrew conversion of Zookeeper that I think was started in 2000 and 2016. So we're going to have a quick look at that one, which is a really rather nice conversion. It's not yet finished, but yeah, let's have a look at it. And the homebrew version of Zookeeper on the Atari 2600 is developed by a developer called Champ Games, and it's still not finished. It's still a demo version that you are seeing here as of April 2020. Not sure when they'll finish it, and I'm not even sure if they're going to release it on a real ROM cartridge or if it's just going to be a download. But you can download the demo version, so I'm going to try and remember to put a link in the description. And yes, it's a very impressive port. They really kind of nailed everything, and I can't really see anything that's missing. Maybe they're just going to fine-tune this a bit more. Maybe plays a little bit slower than the arcade version, but that's definitely not a bad thing. They managed to capture the feel of the graphics very well, and the sound effects also from the arcade. Quite impressive that they could get the 2600 to do this. It's a very, very simple and humble video game console. The controls are good, but they're just like the arcade, that it's kind of tricky sometimes. Coming around a corner, I find myself screwing up there, but that problem was in the arcade version as well. But I did notice that when you jump over the animals, that sometimes it's a little bit tricky positioning yourself, so maybe there's some room for some improvement there. Or maybe it's just me sucking at the game. And they even managed to include the Donkey Kong bit where you're supposed to rescue the maiden, and it's actually even more tricky on the 2600 version than on the arcade version, and still not a fan of it. But very nicely done. They managed to include all of the 55,000 coconuts that are coming after you, so that's pretty impressive. So I hope you enjoyed this quick peek at Zookeeper, and thanks for watching and all that stuff, and yeah, hope to catch you in the next video. Cheers!